billionaires with net worth over $1 billion USD, while this gorgeous lady over here is Coco Chanel, a founder of fashion brand that bears her own name. she started as a normal orphan and mere seamstress, but now around the world knows her own brand, which is Chanel. Alright, and these three iconic people started out as someone that are ordinary, have nothing with them, but look at how they can carry themselves up until now. And it dawned on me that every kind of starter in your life doesn't really lead you to a certain path. If you have a messed up teenagerhood, maybe you grow up in an abusive household, or you get bullied during your high school year, it doesn't really determine what kind of your future looks like, and it doesn't really become an indicator of how your life looks like after 5 or 10 years. All right. Before we get into the deeper context, Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to both of you, Sarah and Nabil. I hope you guys are having a great day today. So before we get into the real thing, it would be great if I state briefly 3 things that we are going to look into. So the first one is the development in professional area that I targeted. The second one is my personal development that I am working on. And the last one is my future lifestyle that I have been really eyeing for. So, all right, everyone, let's not waste the time and get into the real thing. Make sure to sit tight and fasten your seatbelt because it's going to be a roller coaster speech here. All right, to begin with, there are few things that I have targeted to develop, whether in a short term or long term, especially in the professional area. So basically, one thing that I really want to achieve is having a very wide networking. Interacting and engaging with people that have many kinds of behavior can be really so challenging, but at the same time, it's very exciting for me. And for me, once you can click with them, it feels like an achievement. Knowing and learning each true colors of humans really spark my interest. It's all about having passions and trying different approaches when we are approaching a potential partner or soon to be your friends. From here, almost everything that you want to do or that you plan will become more smooth than what you imagine. However, I do realize the border of mere acquaintances and real friends who really can be trusted in any matters. Yes. And then next, it will be a huge accomplishment for me if I have this professional skill, which is conflict resolution. I'm someone that really hates having problems or in conflict with people, and to be true, I always keep avoiding them. Yeah. Indeed, I frequently feel so anxious and can't even speak when confronting people. And yeah, obviously it's my major weakness over here. I frequently back then I thought it wasn't okay to be like that, to be someone that is way too ignorant and too selfless to the point I was in toxic positivity zone. But then I realized one thing about myself. My skill level in solving conflicts that is way lower than my communication skill. I really need to change this, and I'm still working on it. Imagine if I really master this skill, which is conflict resolution, then managing an organization can be really easy for me. So, having a solid professional skill not only will help you to find a job, but also assist you in advanced positions and build a perfect workplace relationship. It sounds I'm looking things too far, but that's the reality because in another few years, we are not going to be college students anymore. All right, let's see the other things that I want to share with you guys. All right, the next essential method that I'm really pushing on is my personal development. In terms of socializing with people, you may see me as someone that can get in with people, someone that can initiate a conversation. But the truth is, I started as an introvert. Originally, I'm targeting to be someone that sociable, but to set my true persona, it will be very super fantastic if I can stay as myself. And I do notice that in my journey of character development, I'm a little bit swayed from my actual self. But yeah, that's what I'm still working on. I want to be someone that can get in with people, but at the same time, I'm being myself too. All right, getting back to the point, I'm really hoping that I can stick with my principle, which is fake it until you make it. No denying, it wasn't an easy journey for me, but with a pinch of persistence and the existence of those people who support me, I have become what I am today. So just like I said just now, I was an introvert, all right, and then to get to know people is very hard for me. Even when I'm working alone, I felt very anxious and yeah, and I feel so nervous. But then day by day, I practice with my principle, which is fake it until you make it. So I fake myself as someone that is very friendly, and up until now, I can stick with it. So yeah, so this one actually is a picture during back then when I joined the program. So my friends were celebrating Christmas, so they were giving out gifts door by doors, and yeah, I initiate to take photo with them. Yeah. Okay. So in terms of physically, I have nothing to complain about other than my stamina. Honestly, sports and my soul cannot stand together. One thing that I will never be good at is something that is related to speed and strength, and I really hate sports. Yeah. Perhaps because I had a traumatized experience, and it seems like I'm still dwelling in it. However, I'm keen to learn, and I'm keen to learn any new things anywhere, everywhere. Beside above all of them, I will say I do have some progress since my participation in program is quite impressive. They really test my ability to interact or communicate with others people, and also my emotional well-being. Plus, it is an eye-opener. I bet I will never know all of this knowledge that I learned if I was being my old self, the one that is very quiet, doesn't like to ask questions, and always be in, somewhere corner so that people do not look at me. Yeah, but yeah, great to know. But that I changed myself and try to become someone that is better version of myself. And then all right. I bet I will never know all of this knowledge that I learned today if I was being my old self. Just like I said just now, every single thing that came upon me actually let me see this world in more than one point of view. And it makes me enchanted to explore more and more about this non-ending world. So just want to share with you guys, I joined a program with Dr. Shamno as a speaker, and it was really an eye-opener when he talked about his childhood, how he grew up he didn't come from a very rich family. He was actually an ordinary person, but with passions, love, and support from the people around him, he become what he is today. And it is really inspiring for me. And even up until now, I have this photo as my lock screen. Yeah. All right, lastly, moving on to the most exciting part is my dream lifestyle. Alright, Manolo Blahnik, a Spanish fashion designer and founder of the eponymous high-end shoe brand, once said that the greatest luxury is being free. No objection, I totally agree with what he said. because freedom is the greatest thing that one can be proud of if they own it. Having having all the time and choices in your hand is not an easy thing. It requires a lot of patience, tremendous hard work, and yeah, it's not like everyone can own it. Nevertheless, the term free itself may has various meaning based on individual perspective. Some may define it as the freedom to talk or voice out their opinions regardless their gender, and some probably see it as an opportunity for them to escape from reality, and some even take a literal meaning based on law principle. And for me, it means one simple thing, which is free from all the burdens that I have right now. So, nonetheless, I'm not really aiming for a life that is only filled with the fun in this world and zero lessons. Be it educational lesson or life lessons, both are crucial elements that should be installed permanently in your life. It should be the main aspect that you seek for. It can be the sweetest story or the bitter one that come upon your life, and both will change your perspective about this fake world. For instance, people always say that there's always be first time in everything, and if you try to look back at everything you have done in your life, this saying is way too relatable. With that, I am very excited to share with you guys my favorite real life idol. Both of them are siblings with 1 year apart. Yeah, they are sisters, and now studying in Royal College of Saint Ireland, RCSI. So this one is Aina Sofia, while this one is Ainalto Soraya. I always follow their updates on Instagram, and you will never believe how these doctors to be life looks like. Both excel in their studies fantastically, but they manage to have time to go out to spend their time with the loved one, be it casual or luxurious, name it all. And as their junior, I watched in front of my eyes how phenomenal was this duo's chemistry in almost everything. They were the best out of the best and still are, even though they are studying in foreign country. I wish that one day I will be in the same path as them, or at least similar to their lovely lifestyle. And yeah, so you can see here, this one, I know Sophia went to the museum, and this one they have a picnic. This one is hiking, went to the hiking, and this one is when they celebrate it at obviously during their study. So and that's it. That's how I view myself in another decade. To summarize everything, I have justified 3 important points, which are the development in professional area that I targeted. The second one is my personal development that I'm still working on. And the last one is my future lifestyle that I just show you guys just now, that I have been really eyeing for, and it's my top wish. So all in all, it is your life. You choose what you want. You are the author. You decide your own prologue and epilogue. And that's it from me. Thank you. Okay.